welcome everyone to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Boise State's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Good timing on the quick out. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds. Let's talk for a second about Boise State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You know, when you go down personnel package, you got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. So Notre Dame's offense has the ball for the first time. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. And one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position. And these are two of the best in the entire country.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To the air, it's Madsen. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The short hands, it's Payne. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Fires to the big fella. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got an open man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the 1st down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north south, and make plays too.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the 1st quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the 4th quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now if this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. And the returner is stopped. give it another spin. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
From the gun, the ground game. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Trying to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Pulled and finds his man on the left. At the 35, he's open. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. It was quite a start for Spencer Danielson in his first full season as head coach at Boise State. 12 wins and a trip to the college football playoff.
And you could see him growing as a coach, and man, the players loved him. Obviously, Ashton Jeanty is gone from that Dynamite team, but a lot of pieces back in place. I feel like this is a team, Jesse, that we're going to see in this spot a lot more.
Yeah, I agree, David. I think there's a lot of people out there that just think it was all Ashton Jeanty, but you're right. They have a lot of NFL talent returning at other spots, so I still expect this team to be successful.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Madsen. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sherrod. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Here's the Heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll go to the ground. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quickly to the tight end. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out route. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. With the catch, it's Fields. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes! Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And, oh, man, did he take a shot. You don't want many shots like that for your quarterback. Obviously, you want to take care of him, but when you run those screens, you're trying to get people to come in quick and let him go. But you don't want to hit your quarterback like that too many times.
He gets it oh so close to the down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Notre Dame right back to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking downfield very late in the half. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The 50. He's inside the 40. The 20, the 10, touchdown, Boise State. The defense putting points on the board.
And they come up with a huge pick-6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw is complete. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. He'll pull it on the read. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Complete downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Handoff to the single back. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. They'll move the tight end. Off play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Give to the running back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Sherrod. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Scanning the field, it's Madsen. Finds his target down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. And he was hit
thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Punt is in the air. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. He's got him this time. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Fields. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Wants to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Pauling. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On third down, going up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fields. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
He'll do it himself. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the fourth quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the first down.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. He's looking to throw. Sings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Irish! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And he'll bring it back. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The run from the shotgun. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down.
It's a seam wide open. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Got his man out of the backfield. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quickly out to the tight end. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Looking deep down the right side. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Just keep slinging it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To throw, it's Madsen. Bringing the heat. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. No huddle offense to the line. The give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Shakes off the defender. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. And that will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Winning the